people, Nine Time Stables here, and I am going to show you what horses I got from Breyerfest 2014, the 25th Silver Anniversary. So I guess we'll just go ahead and get started. I'll start with my special runs. Now, the funny thing about my special runs is Friday was packed. We left at 8 o'clock in the morning so we could hit my 10 o'clock special run ticket on Friday. And we didn't even get in the park until 11:30 because traffic was backed up onto the 4-lane highway. So yeah, I missed that ticket, but luckily since it was so packed and a lot of people missed those tickets, the guy that was doing the special runs gave out 2 o'clock tickets for those people who missed their ticket. So I went ahead and did mine, but the ticket he gave me was terrible. There was 15 people behind me. That was awful. And I waited an hour and a half to get these horses. And there was 3 possible ones I wanted. There was Platinum Star and Bonfect. And then in the Breyer store line, someone told me what the Pup Cork Surprise was, and that was going to be, I was going to replace that horse with Bonfect. But I'm going to start off with the horse I wanted first, and that was Platinum Star. I love him. He is one of my babies. Oh my goodness. That's just a little strip of purple plaid shirt I thought looked cute on him, so I tied it in a bow. But there's not a thing wrong with this horse. My horse is absolutely perfect. His eyes are wonderful. His mane, I think, is flawless the way it shades, just like his tail. And I apologize for the terrible lighting. There's a storm coming and my room is dark. So, yeah, sorry about that. There's one thing I don't like about this horse. I think from the side, his little snip is gorgeous. But then from the front, here we go. From the front, it makes his face look huge and ugly and square. But he has this tiny little head. So, other than that, I think this horse is perfect. I love him oh so very much. And he has his ticket and his pin with him there, because he was my favorite special run out of the 2 that I got. And then my other special run I got was a Pop the Cork, and I got the matte Palomino paint. And this is actually his color too. He's actually like a, well, besides that yellow, he looks more like a dun. And don't mind all that cutting, my neighbors are cutting the grass across the church. But he looks like a dun because his nose is actually that dark. But the rest of him kind of looks like that dark color there on his leg. That's actually the real color this horse is. Because my light over there and my white bed makes him look yellow almost. But this horse is absolutely perfect. I have not found one flaw. Only thing with him, his feet look a little bit more widespread than my Isadora does. And he looks a little bit more tilted than my Isadora, but that doesn't matter. And there's one thing I don't like about this horse, is his eyes. I love how one's blue and one is brown, even though this one, my camera will not let you see the brown eye. They're both painted like this. I think it makes him look like he's looking up and into his head. And I don't like that. But other than that, I think his face is just the cutest thing in the world. And whenever he stands up, he looks absolutely amazing. Whenever I first got him, I thought he looked like Cloud. But I thought, no, I'm not going to name him Cloud because there already is a Cloud. But so I decided to name him Sky. So Sky, which is short for Skylar. So Sky, and then my Isadora. And those 2 are my wild horse shelf here. They're buddies. Okay, the first horse I actually got at Breyerfest, as soon as I got into Breyerfest and got my new ticket, I got Athos. Now this horse is actually metallic-y. Like his feet, my camera doesn't want to show it, his feet and his mane and just him in general, he glows. Like he really does glow. My camera is like making him look more white. He's actually more like a gray. But, let's see if I can bring him over here, maybe a little better. Yeah, there we go. That's actually, he's like gray. He's a gray, not pure white. But he is metallic-y. And I think he has got like the cutest ears and everything. The only problem with him, and I know a lot of the Athoses have this problem, but I think mine is like one of the worst. He has a nice brown mark there on his leg. And then he has nice black marks on his shoulder. A gigantic one, like the size of a quarter, on his barrel. And then he's got those on his hindquarters and all on his leg there. And it's his tail, a little bit on his tail I can't see, and a little blue dot up on his mane, which you cannot see that either. But other than that, I think from this side he's absolutely gorgeous. He actually does glow. Like my horse actually glows like that. So I think he is just the prettiest thing. I'm going to put his blanket back on. Hang on a sec. And his blanket is really cool. I mean, I'm not one for blankets for the horses, but his blanket is really cool. So you're going to put him back. And then I fell in love with the mold so much that at the Clarion Friday night, I actually got the Frisian in that mold. And that ribbon come from a vendor. I bought a horse I'll show you in a little bit. But he is flawless. There's only one thing I don't like about him. If you look here, here's the light reflection on his face. But without the light, you see he still has that like white smudge. It's like the paint was almost rubbed off of his nose. But at the side you can't really see. In the light you can't tell. But without the light you could still see it. But it's not that bad. I was considering going over it with maybe Sharpie or maybe even a water paint might even do it. But I'm not sure. But I call him Midnight Moon. And that's him. And actually my birthday is July 22nd. So my grandma for my birthday got me 2 horses. She got me on Friday, she got me little Ricky Rocker. Look at that cute little face. He got like a bunny face. And I put him in this equipment because I thought he just looked like a cute little kid's pony. I thought it was just like the cutest thing ever. So yeah, I got him. And the funny thing is, my horse is a flea-bitten gray Arabian. And she's always getting in the mud, so she always looks like she has black socks. Little Ricky Rocker actually does have brown socks. You can't really see now that I put him away, but he actually does have brown socks. And his eyes are like, mine's eyes are like a bronze color. See that? They're not brown, they're like a metallic bronze. I think he's cute. And then the other horse my grandma got me we got him on Sunday. And he was my holy grail from Breyerfest. I finally got, after 2 years of searching for him, I looked for him at Breyerfest 2012 whenever I went, and I could not find him for less than 90, and he was out of box, and I'm like, no way. Well, I found him for 60 out of box this year. He's a little scraped up. It looks like he was in a domino effect, and he got scraped up, so he has a blanket on. But I found him, and there was no way I was leaving without him. And my grandma went ahead and bought him. Seabiscuit. I finally got the big Seabiscuit, the traditional size. Because I actually, over here, I have the classic Seabiscuit right there. Right there, up there. But, he's beat the heck in back because I got him at a yard sale from some little kids. But I fell in love with him. He rode with me the whole way back home because I live in Pennsylvania. And it's a good ride. It was a good 9-hour ride because we stopped for lunch and dinner and stuff. But I love him. He was my holy grail, definitely, from Breyerfest. He sits up there on my pride shelf up there. Okay, and now for the horses my pap got me. At the Clarion, he got me the Chinese, one of the Chinese Year of the Horse models, Muenma. The wooden horse. And he's not wooden. We're going to make that clear right now. He is not wooden. He's the same, whatever other briars are made out of. He's the same. Not porcelain, but like the plastic or whatever they make briars out of. He's painted to look wood though, and they did a fantastic job on him. I think he is so cute. I don't usually like the horses that don't look real. I like the matte horses, the regular, just plain matte horses that actually have real coat colors. But I thought this guy was so cute. And I love his mold. I think they picked a fantastic mold for him. And I like the other one. I like the other neon colored one. But I don't much like that mold. I only have Pecos in that mold because I think Pecos is so pretty. But I didn't much like the mold. They could have picked a better mold for that, I think. But I think he just fit perfectly. So now I got my little conga here. It's him. And him. And then the other one, my pop loved the actual horse. And he asked if I had the Breyer, and I said no. And even though he paid, like, way too much for him, I think, he got me Hershey. Or GVF Chocolat, I think is how you say his real name. But he's a fjord horse. And I fell in love with the horse. My pap fell in love with the horse. And as Breyerfest was over, like we were walking through, he wanted to cut through the covered arena. And people were packing up, pretty much everyone was packed up. But this was one of the last booths open, and they had him for $39.99. And I told Pap that was way too much to spend on him. But Pap said that, well, he's there, go ahead and grab him, I'll grab him for you, because you don't have any money left. And I thought he was cute. And my Pap loved him, so he got me him. I just call him Hershey, because it's easier than saying chocolat or whatever. And then the other horse those are the only two he got me. Okay, who am I going to show you next? I guess I'll just go with horses I bought then. Okay, before Breyerfest started, like it was 2 days before Breyerfest started, I got a Breyer in the mail. And he doesn't come with this box, but I don't care because I have been looking for this horse for 4 years straight now. And that horse is, drumroll, Fox Valley Oliver. And if you don't have him, you need to try your hardest to get him. What?
Mac and cheese is done. We just made mac and cheese.
I'm doing a video. I'll eat later. Sorry about that. That's my brother. And he left my door open. Alright. Sorry about that. He always interrupts my videos. But, so yeah, I got Fox Valley Oliver. And he is just gorgeous. I love him to bits. And I got that blanket at Breyerfest. But I didn't get him at Breyerfest. Like I said, he came here 2 days before I left. I still count him as a Breyerfest horse, though. And since I started with him, might as well go to the other horse in that conga. I got Phoenix. Phoenix, oh my goodness, I was so freaking happy about him. I even met his son, one of his sons. The something Gretchen, I don't remember. But he's pretty. I like how his mane is different shades of gray. But his tail is like black. Like that's how dark his tail actually is. So I thought he was interesting. I'm gonna go through a little bit quicker because I don't want this video to be like half an hour long. Okay. I got Constellation. I was so happy about her. She's a speckled blue roan. I don't know if there you can see the speckles a little bit there. See on their hindquarters if you can see them or not. There we go. You can see all of her speckles. So she is just adorable. I was going to get Roxy instead, but 2 people had her for $100, and I did not want to get her for that much. So I got Constellation for $60 in the Breyer store, and I thought that was better. Plus, I like her anyway. She's a different color. I have lots of black horses, but I only have one other blue roan. Okay, moving on. Oh, I got Shameless. And to my surprise, his eyes are detailed brown. I don't know if maybe put him in the window here if you could see. No, it's not going to let you see it. Oh well, but they're both like a detailed brown, kind of like Isadora's brown eye. And he has glossy feet. Just his feet, up to his hocks. They're glossy. See, there, you can see. Why? I don't know, but that's the only part of his feet that are glossy. If you know why, please comment below why, because I don't know why. I got this globe. I thought it was the cutest little thing ever. It has briars on the bottom. And it has this horse on the inside. And I got this because I don't really care much for globes. But I got it because I actually have the horse too that's in it. See? Got horse. Got the horse. So yeah. Oh, and this is my boyfriend's shelf down here. I got him into collecting, so I brought him home a couple stablemates. These are vintage little horses he got here. I got him. He wasn't allowed to go this year, so got them those two. I gave him this little stablemate. It's a little brown pony. And then the celebration horse Gewürztraminer, which I'll show you right now, actually. Here's mine. It's basically a glossy Goffert with beautiful, beautiful brown eyes and a silver stand. And then obviously the writing on his, if I could see it. Oh well. There you can see it, but it's upside down. But yeah, I have Goffert already. I already got him. I've had him for a couple years now. But that's okay. I don't really like glossies, but I was glad he was glossy since I already had Goffert. So yeah. Okay, moving on. I got the Guan, the limited edition Indian horse. She has feathers in her mane and tail. She's a roan blanketed Appy, and I call her Cheyenne. And she's LSQ. There is not one thing wrong with her. She's one of my babies as well. She's really big though. She's bigger than what I thought she would be. I was gonna get Shasta Moon, but I couldn't find her this year, and I found that one at the Clarion for $50, so I thought that wasn't bad. And then I actually got 3 Gewürztraminer Fontica seals. I kept one for myself. I kept one for my boyfriend down there. And then I traded one in for Gigi Valentine and Heartbreaker. Now, I got one question for all you Breyer people that have her, because I know she's very, very common to have. Is this normal on her face? Please comment below if it is or not. Do you see that little white hair mark right below, right there? It's like a little scrape below, coming off of her white mark. Can't really see it. There. You see that little hair-like thing coming below her white mark? Do they all have that, or is that a manufacturer mess-up on mine? Please comment below if you know, because I don't know. None of my friends were at Breyerfest this year, so it was just me and my grandparents. So please, let me know about that. That's like really weird. I know the very white part below her star is supposed to be there, but it's that little hair right there underneath, coming off of it, right there. Please let me know if that's supposed to be there or not. It doesn't look like it's supposed to be, but please comment below and let me know. And then the last thing is I painted a stablemate, and I love how he come out. He is just a little Appy. Little Appy. His look at his little face. And his eyes are actually, I painted them silver, then blue, and then his little black pupil. They almost look like spirit eyes, almost. But yeah, I am very glad with how he come out. I call him RZ, because he has a RZ on his butt. But, yeah, that's him. And then I got the ribbon, obviously, that come with them. It's hanging right there. And then I got a bunch of blankets. All the blankets that you see here, I bought them all to bring home my unboxed horses. So, alright, please comment below about, Gigi Valentine, and please rate and subscribe. Thank you.